Hello, 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 collective. This is Divinely Guided Chosen Starseed, spiritually 777. Hey, y'all, you all, and I say you all again, Grand Rising. Now, hey, got electric storm going on, electric storm, or is it electric mother boogaloo with the I have electric boogaloo queen and a natural uh, earth mother. It's like I got gamma rays on a 9, and this is feminine. Okay, it's real out here. So it's like popcorn. You need some popcorn. Pepsi, Coca-Cola, Sprite, 7 Up, some of that old red drink, which would be Fanta or a little grape. I ain't seen too many grape Fantas. I don't know what that's about. Maybe the purple got something to do with your intuition with that. You might pay attention with the purple. Okay. All right. So I don't know what to say about this. I think this is gonna be the title will be Shadow Bow. Shadow Bow. Okay, a lot of information about Shadow Bow. Okay, let's go ahead and give the information. Guardians of the four corners, mother in the earth, father in the sky, angels and ancestors, sacred ones, I call on you and welcome you here and now. I set an intention that whatever gained from the lessons learned from this tool will be dedicated to the growth of all beings in all places. So you're giving the information of, you always give praises, right? That's to be in the church. Okay, we give thanks from the ancestors, right? That means the things that's been passed down to you. We're talking about prime and semi, okay? That means passed down to you as sacred ones. Okay, we're talking about generation tree. Give thanks to mother and father. Okay. So, how y'all doing? Okay, how y'all doing? Okay, so it's all about the shadow now. If that makes sense. Is if shadow is twilight zone, dark time, if it is about all the moons that's been aligned, okay? Even the planets. So we all together. We're talking about we're talking about stars, degrees, the Big Dipper. We're talking about astrology. We're talking about spiritual things here. That's and it's got to do with always about if it's a Cyrus, it's gonna be a serpent. Does that make sense? It's gonna be the sun. Okay. So everything is spiritual. Spiritual comes all the way number 7. 7 is about Aquarius and also talks about the philosophy, poets, songs. Come on. It's the artist. It's the magic. It is to create. It is the creation. It's the image of something invisible with liberty and all. We all in. We in all the bed. Okay? What are we talking about? What started? We're talking about divers. We're talking about diviners. Diviners goes all the way back to the spiritual of the Bible. Also, it goes back into the astrology, and it's the stars that started in the first place. You can't give the information, give it all. It's conscious, subconscious. It's something that's forbidden and some is not. Or is it the time that we're supposed to understand about the subconscious that's been hidden to understand why it was canonical or what not, forbidden or not? That means you got some people wants to be the separation of dividing of all things at this time. So why you wonder why the church go against to the conscious? It's because the subconscious has to do with hidden things and not to be out here to be spoken. And that's why now it's 6 foot and you supposed to slow. Close your mouth. Don't say nothing. We're in a time of vision and smell. Vision and smell. Vision and smell. I think the last video was about scratch and sniff. It seemed like what's hidden is out here to be seen. And you're supposed to get the understanding. I guess after all the fool of it, then we'll understand what's the purpose of the be thyself. Know thyself, number one, is creation. It has to do with magic and create. How you create, be your own person. And that seemed like what's the best thing right now. All right, that's the. I guess it would be the summary of this. I want to say it. Storyteller. You know, I started. Wait a minute. I started talking about storyteller, and then I'm an influencer. Now I'm an influencer. I'm like to tell somebody what's really going on behind the scene because I bring the subconscious into the light. But then I started doing something. I just started, so I just got like I don't have a lot of followers. But when you in here and you giving out information and you're influencing someone else, the first thing is that if you give out information and you just started, the first thing that another person that's been here for a while got a lot of views and so many people, even they doing live. And then the person just started is been if I say anything then it's because I'm jealous because I'm not able to have my purpose is just I'll have just a bee as a worker. You know, it's a queen as a bee and just give out the information. And to be honest, I'm just not in here to try to challenge everybody. I'm not the competition type of person. I'm not with it. So it's just being myself. Then I say, okay, if I give out information, then it's always about me. But everything we open our mouth, it's got to be you first in order to give the influence to another. Then if I say something, then I'm either trying to come against to other of the influence. No, I just expose it how it is. It's a challenge. And it's a competition with a Sandman. And Sandman has to do with challenge, okay? And I gave it to Apollo because it is in that information about Apollo. It's going to tell you about New York and it's going to tell you about the people. And Sandman was about that, was talent, okay? That's going to give you all the information. I didn't know it was I was in a in a war or a challenge at the same time, but it's your talent. That's what the number 6 is. Number 6 is going to be Virgo. Virgo going to go all the way in that house of 6th house and has to do with number 3. Number 3 is going to have the information of the communication of Mercury. And it has these planets, Mercury and Virgo planet and Virgo. You know, it's the virgin of create. And in that 6th house is competition with your communication or influencer. And right now, Prince is in here. He's on pop culture. Pop culture. Pop life. And that it is about life. And everybody looked at him as oversex. But when he passed, everything was purple. And then it had something to do with elevate in the elevators. And it had something to do with medication. It seems like at the end of it's always medicating health, mental. After they through, they finish with it. It's like something ending. So Prince is in the energy. So I believe his date of birth is close. I believe it's either June the 12th or June 11th. And so Gemini, communication Mercury. So that's that planet. So now that I'm looking at the shadow, is going to be Twilight Zone. It's going to be what's hidden. Hidden is forbidden. And that's going to give you subconscious into conscious, light and dark. Because the purpose is to understand what's really going on. But it's a lot. But it's like, how I want to say this? I'm just going to say what I'm going to say. It's been a whole year. Then a whole year got to do with Mary. Mary has to do with an artist. Also got to do with Tyrone. Tyrone got to do with Erica Badu. Tyrone has to do with the movies on Netflix. That's the energy that I have. So I'm gonna give those information. So they got Mary and believe Mary. Uh, Mary has to do with also. I never knew that she had the Wiz as far as the character. She's on there too. And with all of that, also I got a little bit of Halo. Halo got to do with Beyonce. So Halo also can be Halo like the movie, Hollow. I forgot the movie of the Hollow, and that all this in here. So we got a lot of things going on. Now let's give understanding about create artists, poets, and we got the beef. Where's the beef? All of this is like beef going against each other. It's a challenge on each one of the artists. It's like a lot of beef. I think last year was a beef was with Beyonce and Erica Badu. You know how they also will put them beef against each other and they end up putting it on YouTube. It's always a challenge. Which one is better than that? You know, it's like a challenge, and it's always been. Here it is. So I always try to say, okay, you want to just give out what the energy's going on. We all got the same thing, everything. It's just some people get paid, some people don't get paid. Some people get watch what you do every day, and you don't get paid for what you do daily, and you end up in a book, movie, or whatever. And you wonder why it ties on you because minor ten is what you do every day, and the I is always big. So it's AEIOU. I. A is the beginning of A. It means the beginning. Also is tell you about the I see you. Then we got flash cops. Okay, that means they don't have a gun, but they got the flashlight. Got to see somebody. So, all right. Now the first one in here. Now when I first watched, okay, no, this one here. One thing about me, everything's new cars and everything. You always look on the outside. And you look at the outside, you kind of look a little scared. Like, I ain't mess with that. I ain't gonna mess with that. But the first one pulled that I looked at, this is number one. This one is kind of like, look weird. But to my understanding, everything is moon. And we're talking about moons, right? And moon gonna give you the women. This is the women. I said gamma rays and nine. So to give you information, because shadow is 8. Really, it's about the behind. It's Pisces, really. So Pisces will be is a watery, feminine, right? So Pisces, Cancers, and Scorpio. But there it is. But it is subconscious with Scorpio because that's the deep. So to me, it's the second of the watery because number one, Cancer is the number one queen. Ain't nothing you can do nothing with that. Okay, she number one. Okay, number two, which will be Scorpio, and the next one will be Pisces. Pisces number 12 for a reason. All right, but understanding that. But the Pisces is the 12 of the grand. Okay, it's the Pisces. Okay, but number one is Cancer. She's the mother. Now, intuition on that deep of that Scorpio, that's very deep. You got that? You got a lot going on because, baby, that, and if you got it all in your chart, oh my God, that's got natal charts, your astrology, also of your signs, okay, of the date of birth, okay? It's going to tell you a lot of your degrees. It depends on what houses. That's your job to figure out how you feel, and what you do in your spiritual inside and outside, and it means giving you the outward. I mean, what you do daily of your five. Five gonna give you your elements. Also, I'm gonna give you senses of different things about you. Okay, here we go. Number five. Five got to do with the Hierophant, which will be as tarot cards, right? Tarot. So tarot has to do with your travel of your journey. It's the road. I mean, it is surrounds of the Pisces. Pisces is the going go around. It is the watering and it goes. It's the fish, right? It goes around, and that is what is going on. So tarot is different type of language is going to tell you the same different things with each language. Okay, we all together, all in. What becomes as something separated is division because it's about the forbidden, and some is and some is not. That's the reason. That's the beef. That's the big beef right now. That's the challenge. Who's gonna win? Okay, serpent energy has the knowledge, right? That means something hid. Well, so when you see a snake, serpent, reptiles, don't mean that it's always bad. It's just they know for knowing. That means that's a hidden for you to know it and some not. But you will find out in your own journey, of your fool's journey. Fools can be ignorant, crazy, but fool also is your journey too. Because it tells you in there that fool is a bad thing to say. Not necessarily. It's your journey. Because you can be ignorant and you can get off that path, but you can get back in it too. I'm here for balancing. That's all I come number 14. That's what I am. I come for balance. I'll see it. I'm gonna give you the ugly and I'm gonna give you the positive. Okay? You got to know the ugly to know what is the positive. You got to know it. It's like you're gonna get that the burnt. So with the bow, is the phoenix rising. That's the part of the bow. Shadow is gonna give you the shadowy of all of it, which is gonna give you that Scorpio, that deep divers that started in the first place. And then I'm gonna give you 8, 9, gonna give you 17 about a star. So I'm gonna give you the Aquarius of it, of a time of Aquarius. It's gonna give you that. I'm always gonna do that. And what is that? It's a time of age. So that has to do with Aquarius. It's a time. So let me go on and give you some information on this. It says it's the fled and gleam. To me, it's like the fled. To me, it's like gang, and it has to do with LIN. Lin, you know what Lin is? It's like game is in line. They got two games. So games got to do with what? Paul Revere. That is Beastie Boys. Beastie Boys, and that is a message. It says, it's going to tell you in the lyrics going to tell you about these gangs, right? We're bringing in like a little bit of a Western, Wild West, Wild West. It's going to give you the information. That information is going to give you that, it's like they was wilding out. I mean, they had a gun. It's a time everybody wearing their gun. Also, they came about the daughters. At the time, it's like these gangs were sitting up here stealing these women. I mean, they were going from place to place, and they was stolen the women's the daughters. It's like the feminine and the daughters, and they was like basically they were stealing them and moving to the next. I mean, that's what they were doing, robbing, and for bags. So they was sitting up here running for money and different. So we talking about the Western time. So Beastie Boys, that's about what's really going on. People, it's like the women, the daughters was the gift. Okay, the women is the gift. That means to me, it's like the goddess energy, like back in the day. They give you like Charles and of the time of some of these kings, right? But they always had booty. Booty is wealth and commerce, and that's what this is about, right? That means they stealing for the women. The women got the money. You got to get the woman in order to be something. Like I said, it is about the money. Money is energy. Money is energy. Now, this is what is new, but it's still energy. Energy is your energy. You become wealth. You're wealthy now with the energy. And this is what this all was about? Well, honey, it is my understanding in high priestess is either going to be a high priest is a witch. A witch is going to be good or bad. I got the great Wizard of Oz. That means the power. It's the what is it? Let's call it the powerful Oz. And the witches. What they got to do with it? It is like these two sisters is going against each other. And this is like, okay, the good one and the bad one. And between the good one became the bad one. either the energy is trying to transform or to transit or to target and to travel to you to be as a good one and become as a dark. This the energy that I can see. To me, it's sisters, like sisters. Now, hey, either good or bad. Somebody's trying to fit in something in a size that can't fit, but put you in a position that you're not. That's what I see. It's like they're trying to flip. It's a flipper, you know, like flip. So I got some Houston going on. You know, that's that flip. Okay, that's an artist that was called Flip, if I believe that. So we got that Donkey Kong stuff going on. So we got the Donkey Kong, then that's gonna bring you the Gorillas of Myth. Also gonna give you the Kingdoms of the Apes. So there you go again. What we talking about? Power, create, kings and queens, and we got witches and warlocks. That's the karmic part of it. You know, that's the hidden stuff, and so you can figure out which one is a good witch and a bad one. That's what we hear. So that's the shadow bow. Here we go. Now, the first thing coming in here, number 41. 41 is the first thing is past. Here we back at this. This here's the house. It's illuminating. It's about the house. Now, depending on this particular of this high priest, all right, and high priest will give you that Pisces energy. Okay, that means this is the person that's in your house. This is behind the scenes. Okay, this was what hanging and lingering in your stuff. This is something in the night, and with this. One moment. Excuse me. This is gonna give you this Pisces energy in the house. Okay. Then this is like the Pisces. Just gonna give you who it is that's hanging around. What's the reason why? And to my understanding, it says right here, it's gonna give you the house of night. House of night gonna give you what? Night of school. There you go again. You got the classroom in here behind the scenes, okay? Anybody hanging around, they hide either they going to what are they going to do? They going to make you better, or they going to take them away, or they want to take to transform things or to replace you. Either going to replace you, or the halo is going to give you that information too. So halo in here, you got Beyonce in here, you got the house, and my understanding the energy right now, it's got something to do with Pisces energy, and it's got a lot of this stuff going in here, okay? We already know who that is. Pay attention on that 28. So, what is that? It's giving you either going to, at a time, these two particular 2023 gonna give you the information what's going on in here. These two right here, and so my understanding is it is like what was going on beef. We're gonna be talking about beef. Also, it's a whole lot. I've already done that, but my understanding is gonna give you that what was going on intuition with that. These sisters, okay. Regardless, it may not be family, but it is we is that we within family. Family gonna give you that the intuition for you. You should know about that. Well, they give you number 4, excuse me. Gonna give you that information about your intuition, about your house and home, wherever your place is, the environment, okay? So with that, with them too, and the point of this, what it is, it was a challenge, okay? 2023, it's been a year. Mary in here talking about a year. She's in there, that energy, and she came with that album, okay? You know, we talking about, we got Capricorn I got in here. I got Pisces in here. I got Virgo in here. That's Beyonce. I got you right there. So I see, let me tell you something about me. I watch. They watch, I watch. Just like that. We move, just like that. So it's going to give you some information. So why I can't speak about whatever I put my energy with each one of the artists. So they do us the same thing, ain't that? That's the whole thing. That's a cycle. So we go Pisces energy again, surrounded. So we're going back in there about the same thing again, about this. And like I said, it's about gang. Gang, gang, gang. Gang gonna give you the information. So gang gonna give you that Monica energy on there too. Okay. So so it's like, to my understanding is, it is, we have the same, we have the same ideas. It's just they of illuminate. Okay, it's gonna give you that creation of that magic. Magic's creation. There it is again, and that's what's hidden on that 28, and especially on that Pisces energy. Okay, so that degrees of that. So my understanding is, so that number one is gonna give you of time, learning, and new things. So either be teaching of your lyrics, what the beat is, what draw you in the information. Okay. So I told you, I said I was coming. I said I was coming. And the way I'm going to do it, I don't even know. I just open my mouth. As soon as you open your mouth, what's going to come out? And it's about time of Aquarius. Okay? But it has a solar return. We got Saza in here about Saturn, gonna tell you information about it, and it's gonna be telling you about your Nirvana, and Nirvana gonna tell you all about your what? About advertisement. Okay, then you're gonna have her, then you're gonna have it's a lot of Summer, what is, I forgot her name. You got Summer, then you got 121, you're gonna give the information with that. It's gonna tell you about the place, a person, place, and thing, and everything. It's gonna tell you about vision and your nose. That's gonna direct it. Okay, don't give you that serpent energy. That serpent energy is gonna be knowledge, foreknowledge. They're gonna foreknow what's gonna happen before you're gonna know it. We're in here to watch. Then we got Atlas going on. Atlas is on Netflix. Gonna give you that Atlas. Also, IEIOU gonna give you the information about Alice in Wonderland. Fantasy, dynasty is all together. Fantasy and Fantasia is here. Oh, one more on what's her name? I forgot her name because it's a reason. But let me say that baby boy, the one with I'll come back with him. I think you know the ones with the star on the. She finally got her star on here in California, Hollywood, and it's the one with Mary J. Blige. I forgot her name. Okay, there's a reason for everything. All right. So, what are we talking about? We're talking about these karmic witches and good angels here. So it's a challenge on who's the good ones and who's bad. Then when the Wizard of Oz and the big one, you know what give me? It's like to me, if I'm gonna say it, now, it's like the man that's sitting up here as the big magician, and the magician. He's sitting around here laying around with every woman, the karmic witches, and the good angels. Okay, so I'm gonna say the good ones, and then the bad ones. I mean, he just laying on in everybody's business. I mean, I just say lay down on. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, he's sleeping in everybody's bed. Okay, there it is. I said it. Now, so this is adults. This had nothing to do with children. Children should not be listening to what I'm saying. Your parents should tell you about the birds and bees and the sycamore trees, okay? Because this is what I'm talking about. And with that is, it has something to do with summer fruits. It's on the way, second volume, okay? Okay, that means something that is create code 8. That's cool code number 3. It's like code and creations and made certain things. And fruits was first before vegetables, after you catch that. To me, it's like something about stumble a bit. It's like something and stumble. If you trip, I think Saturn, that on that particular the lyrics gonna give you some information about why how she felt. It's emotional. It's giving you the information. It's gonna give you how they felt. And to me, my understanding with all of them, these witches, good or bad, it's all 9 of them in here. Now I'm gonna give you that gamma rays in that pink energy. There it is. They here. So, and they behind the night school, watching behind. You catch that in the school. Ain't that some they watching. They watching for it to concede, to trip you and stumble your butt, or to put the energy back. I don't get it. To me, it's like confusion and conflict and competition. It is. Nothing too much is good at the end. My understanding. Because after you go through all that struggle, you finally got your time to do stuff, and it seems like hell, you so damn tired you can't do shit because 9 and 10 is the shit and shit. The doors has been shut, the doors, or something has been marked on it. Either you either go in or you ain't. And then at the point of all of it, it's because dead things that you eat and come behind. It's a dead thing. It's a stank. You understand that mean? That's the sniff, the vision, and the nose of something that is not. It's something stink. And then the mouth is like, you don't see the mouth, but all you see is like somebody is, like a person is trying to close your communication. But for you to know about what you see in the, it's like you're not able to speak. It's like you are able to speak because that's what's giving you the energy back to yourself. But you got to be careful with it because it's like now you're the one that's the creation now. You're able to do it now. But then some not serious. It's like not you. But why not? That's why they're telling you to be quiet because you're able now. That's what's hidden on the forbidden that you didn't know. Well, it's because it's a time of shift and has been changed. So now it's like coming against each other. Do you know how much beef is going on right now? It's ridiculous. Everybody is fighting against each other. And that's just going to tell you what. We each, this is the meditation that's on here. This is the number 28. And it's going to tell you, we each have our own inner clock. Some run fast and some run slow. And it's talking about time. If you hear anything run, move, it's like it's your time to escape. Those mean it's got to do with that time. And means something is, my understanding is fast and some is slow. And seem like it's like sometimes the time is going real fast and some is slow. It's like summer is fast and they give you that summer is which the begins of it's like the time is real fast. But then in December the 21st is slow. So they give you that 69 energy. So you get a little bit what's his name? I didn't say his name. The artist I call it is they're not like us, and that is the energy of I'm beginning. Kendrick Lamar. So that's Kendrick Lamar, and that's gonna give you that 69 God, freaky. It's like something forbidden and behind. It's like the beef against each other, Drake. See, I told you it's beef. I forgot her name because she's on here as the one as I believe it's TikTok. I got TikTok. TikTok is gonna give you the information. TikTok is gonna give you about when they they get into they always get into it with the handlers and the peoples, the performers and all of that. They always in something. And then you figure out one of them's upset because one can do more and they can't. And then they be in here and they be rant. Rant got to do with a rat. Rat got to do with a betrayal. It's a stink, right? With that nostril, it's gonna tell you what's really going on. Then at the time, you're gonna see somebody's coming against somebody who's the big balls of the powers be. They go each other, and it's like it's a serpent that eats the tail. They eat their own tail. I say it's all of a mess. But then we watch it, so then the energy flows to them. But then they watching us behind with this night school. It's gonna give you that. It's gang. And like I said, it's gonna be number 1 again. I'm still on in here. And it's gonna give you a stubble. Stubble gonna give you of that 12. 12 gonna give you what? It's gonna give you hangman. dangling in between of Saturn. Saturn said she didn't like it. That's her emotion, her rant. She put out she don't like it. She didn't like the energy. Okay, energy is person, place, and thing. The environment wasn't around. And she didn't like it at all. She put the information on there. The lyrics is gonna tell you. She didn't like it at all. But I didn't understand why it's Saturn return. Why she don't like it? That's the question. Why she questioned it? And a Saturn return is for who? That's why it's like the flipper. The flip, when I said flip, 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 it has to do with the flip. So thing is like it's like the Donkey Kong. So it tells you in the midst of it. We talking about creation, that is magic. So it's been flipped now. The flipper. So to give you the information, maybe that's the reason why she don't like it. Something hanging. It makes sense.